Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, February 19th. It's currently 5:23 in the afternoon, and it is time to get to work. Let's see. Nothing going on tonight. There's no games or nothing because of the All-Star break, all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of a crapshoot, but it's going to afford me the opportunity to try something a little different. Not that you're going to really see it that much as I am, and that is I'm not running Mystro at all. What I am doing is I'm using the nav of the Tesla for the rides. So, for example, if I get a ride with Uber, the app will load the nav up into the screen on the Tesla, which will allow me to keep Lyft on and keep Lyft on the screen so I can dirty stack rides. I'm going to try this out, see how this works out, because I think this might work out really well. The only disadvantage, obviously, is not knowing like dollar per mile and all that stuff, but I can kind of figure that out on my own without using the app, and then it doesn't glitch out. But if this works, I think this is going to be a good replacement for me, to be able to use both apps simultaneously and leave them both on all the time. And as I said, I can dirty stack rides that way if it works out, because I'll have the nav on the Tesla screen and then have the other app on the phone, so I can see where that one's going when it pops in, and then I can make a determination whether or not I want to take it or not. So I'm going to try this out, see how it works. If it works out well, then I'll definitely use it when I'm in San Francisco this weekend on Saturday to maximize time there and with both apps. So we're going to see how this plays out. Tonight's a good night, I think, to try this, because I don't think it's going to be very busy. I'm hoping that it's somewhat busy. I think if I can clear maybe 100 or 125 tonight, I think that'll be a good night, just because there's just really not much going on. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm kind of open to taking rides almost anywhere, with some exceptions. You know, I don't like to go to Elk Grove and don't want to go to Davis or Woodland or anything like that. Probably would stay away from Roseville at this point in time, just because I don't think I'm going to get anything that goes from Roseville back into town. And I think once I get stuck out there, at least on a Wednesday night, there's not going to be that much action out there. So I would try to like to stay within my normal area, the grid, and maybe out towards Watt and stuff like that. So we'll see how that plays out. But in the meantime, what I need to do is hit go and turn that on. And let's go to Lyft. Turn Lyft on. And we can see what happens. I'm going to hang out here for a minute or two. Let's take a look and see what the action looks like. Yeah, as predicted, downtown. And then let's go look at the airport. Long waits. It tells me there's an indication that it's slow tonight, because the drivers are stacking up at the airport, because they know that's where they're definitely going to get a ride. So not too surprised by that. Although it doesn't look that bad. I mean, comfort's only 6 to 10. Not bad. 9 flights right now. What's the rest of the night look like? Obviously drops off. Wow, 4. That's great. 9 o'clock's the peak. I don't know. I may end up out there. We'll see what happens with that. But you never know. Again, right now, if I can clear 100 to 125 tonight, I think that's going to be a great night. Just based on what's not going on tonight. So we'll see. All right, let me figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait here for a minute, and then nothing. I'm going to start making my way towards downtown, and see what happens from there. All right, I'll be back. All right, quick update. Let's see. I think I've done like 4 or 5 rides. Actually just had someone cancel on me because she's being impatient. But so far so good with using the Tesla as a navigation. As a matter of fact, when I was on an Uber ride and I got a Lyft ride that came in and I accepted it while I was wrapping up the Uber ride, it basically added that as a stop on the navigation. So it loaded the Lyft app allowed me to add an additional stop in the navigation to go to the Lyft pickup, which was very cool. Then Uber, I got a ride from Uber, which the one that the girl just canceled on me. Well, I was in that Lyft ride, but Uber does not double stack doesn't add the stop in the nav. It just basically takes over the navigation completely, and it booted out the stop that I was on for Lyft. So then I had to switch back to the phone for nav in that situation. So very interesting thing how Uber basically just trumps everything when it comes to a ride, especially on the Tesla nav. If I'm in a ride for Lyft going somewhere, the Uber stop basically just kicks that one out and becomes the dominant stop, so to speak. But otherwise, it's been going pretty good. Definitely not busy. But, you know, like I said, pretty low expectations. So we'll see how this plays out. But right now, this using the Tesla nav with the 2 apps has been working out really well. And I like it so far, just with that one little caveat. So we'll see how that plays out. But there might be a way I'll have to see if there's a way around that going forward. And if there is, then I'll report back. But in the meantime, I'm just waiting for my next ride right now. I made my way into downtown. I had a ride that went down into the south area, and I ended up pretty much just deadheading it back into the grid, just to be able to get a ride. But so far so good. All right, let me hang out here and see what happens, and I'll be back here in a little bit. Alrighty, quick update. It got slow. I just did an Uber Eats order, and as you can see on the map, there ain't crap going on right now. Which means that if I'm gonna give it a little time, see how this plays out, and if I don't get anything decent, I'm out. I did just punt on a ride that was going out of the downtown area out to the burbs. It was going out in this area right over here, going out here, which isn't bad, but I know once I get out there, there's not going to be anything out there. I'm not going to, well, the chance of getting a ride out there is even slimmer than it is down here. And I'm not ready to make that move, leave the downtown area right now, because I think there's more business here than there will be out there. Let's go look at the airport. Same as it was before. Man, it's almost identical. 4 flights this hour. I mean, I'm opposed to going and waiting in the queue, so I don't even know why I entertain that. I mean, unless I get a ride out there, but I'm not going to go. I really don't want to go wait out there. I mean, I really don't. It's just not something that I'm willing to do. If I have to go wait out there, I will bail. I will head home. But overall, it's going pretty good. Oh, look at this. What do we got? It's going deep. No. I'm going to punt. I'm going to punt as just not worth... That's not a good ride for me. I think that was what... well, it was under $1. Better than... It was under $1 a mile, so... I'll wait. I'll wait and see what else comes along. But right now, I knew going in tonight, low expectations, not going to be very busy, and it's pretty much living up to that. But it has given me the opportunity to try this new thing with the car and the apps. And so far it's going so good. So far so good. I like it. Again, the only thing that's kind of happening is Uber just kind of like wipes out the nav if I'm on a Lyft ride. It just takes it right out, which isn't the end of the world, but you know, that's kind of a little bit of an annoyance, but it works. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you ever watch Tip You in the App. Levi, back in he's up in upstate New York. Good dude. I like him. He was talking the other day about just like kind of what I've mentioned this before, but most of the people on the YouTube really just complain about the apps, like, constantly. And I think that when you complain about stuff, you know, sure, you get clicks, but it just gets old. I mean, it gets old listening to the Ride Professor and the Rideshare guys and some of the other ones out there. Jeff Watts from the Barbecue Mic Drop, you know, he's kind of, when he's complaining about stuff going on, it has to do more with just like the quality of the rides. I mean, he does go on some rants every now and then, but the other ones that I mentioned, all they do is complain. And you know, they're wishing for a time that's long gone past, and if all you're going to do is complain about it, it just gets old after a while, which I try not to do that. I try not to be just to complain about the apps themselves. I do I do have my grievances and my gripes, but generally it's not about, you know, the apps or the CEO and all the other stuff that these guys talk about. I try to not do that. Try to be a little bit positive. Try to focus on, you know, how you make money at this and what's, you know, driver strategy and everything else. And you know, I kind of agree with Levi that, you know, a little positivity. You don't have to be, you know, a Debbie Downer all the time on the YouTube when it comes to this stuff. You can talk about, you know, more positive things about how to help people, how to be successful at this, and focus on that, which is kind of my focus. So if you haven't watched it, I'll link the video down below. Give him a listen. Levi's a good guy. I like what he has to say, and check him out. All right, I'm gonna chill here for a minute and see how long this takes. If I don't get anything anytime soon, I'm gonna bail and get out of here and head home. So we'll see. Oh, what's this? Let's see what happens with that one. Let's see what happens. Del Paso's not that bad. Oh, look at that, I got it. All right, let's go do this one. I can be back in town here pretty quick with this one. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's go get Karthik. Interesting name. Oh, what's this one? I don't like that area. Yeah, sorry, Crystal. We're gonna stick with the Uber ride. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty, that's a wrap. You know, I think it pretty much played out like I thought it would for the night. There was some good, I mean, there were some decent rides that came through, but at the time that they came through, it was not like the time where I wanted to go out of the grid and stuff like that. But otherwise, it was all right. I mean, it was all right. I mean, you can see on the screen right now, 9 for 64 here on Lyft. Lyft was pretty busy tonight, actually. I think it was even busier than Uber, which is kind of really out of the ordinary. So I don't know. We'll see. But let's take a look at the rides. There you go. Oh, I got a nice little tip. Look at that. So thank you for that. Get out of the way. Let's see. There's my last ride. The 18 was my last ride. That got me home. And that's what I was looking for. And there's the rest of them. So not bad. Not bad. Some pretty decent rides in there. Let's go look at the Uber. $57. Not bad. How many rides did I do? 11. Yeah, much lower average for sure. I get another tip. Let's see. Oh, I did. Nice. Wow. Got a little shorty too. I'll take that. Alright. Let's go look at the rides. Alright, here you go. I mean, pretty much on par with what I did with Lyft as far as rides go. Those two cancels right there are the rides. The rider that canceled on me twice because she was impatient. It's kind of funny. I was like 0.2 of a mile, so 2 blocks away from picking her up, and she canceled on me the first time, and so I just stopped and pulled over, and then she came back around again with an exact same person, and then canceled on me like immediately. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But I mean, if you're that impatient, I don't want to pick you up. All right, well, there you go. That's my night. Not bad. Did I meet my goal? That's the big question. Let's see, what did I have? 57. Heck yeah, I did. What's that? 1. It's too late for math. I'll put the total up here. But I think I almost hit my top end, very close to it, which is perfect. I mean, considering the night, I think that's pretty decent for tonight. I'm not going to complain about that. Matter of fact, I'm not going to complain at all, as we talked about earlier. All right, that's going to do it for me for tonight. I'll be back at it Friday night. I'll be back at it Saturday night. We'll be in San Francisco, or actually Saturday afternoon and into the night we'll be in San Francisco. And then Friday night we'll be here in town. There's a Kings game. Kings and Warriors are on Friday night, so it should be pretty busy downtown Friday. I'm going to hope to try to get out, start my day a little bit earlier than normal. I may leave my day job a little bit early to get out and see what happens. But it'll be those will be two. I think they're gonna be two really good nights. So we'll see how they play out. But I have expectations for them to be pretty good nights. So with that, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And please go check out Tippy in the app. Go watch Levi's video that I have linked down below, and check out some of his other stuff. He's a good dude. I like him. He puts out some decent content, and just kind of a nice positive twist on rideshare coming from old Levi. So go check him out. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys on Friday.